16, text 17. Lesson by Srila Prabhupada. The king will respect all women as if they were his own mother, and he will treat his own wife as the other half of his body. He will be just like an affectionate father to his citizens, and he will treat himself as the most obedient servant of the devotees, who always preach the glories of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. A learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother, looks on others' property as garbage in the street, and treats others as he would treat his own self. These are the symptoms of a learned person, as described by Chanakya Pandit. This should be the standard of education. Education doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. These learned characteristics were verily manifest in the life of King Pruthu. Although he was the king, he treated himself as a servant of the Lord's devotees. According to Vedic etiquette, if a devotee came to a king's palace, the king would immediately offer his own seat to him. The word Brahmavadinam is very significant. Brahmavadi refers to the devotees of the Lord. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagava are different terms for the Supreme Brahman, and the Supreme Brahman is Lord Krishna. This is accepted in Bhagavad Gita by Arjuna, Param Brahma, Param Dhama. Thus, the word Brahmavadinam refers to the devotees of the Lord. The state should always serve the devotees of the Lord, and the ideal state should conduct itself according to the instructions of the devotee. Because King Pruthu followed this principle, he is highly praised. Matra bhakti parastresu patnyang ardhaivatmanah prajasu pitruvat snigdha kinkaro brahmavadina. This is praise of King Pruthu by professional reciters. King Pruthu is an incarnation of the Lord. He is a Satyavesa avatar. King Pruthu is a Satyavesa avatar. You know Satyavesa avatar? You know. There are 7 famous Satyavesa avatars. Do you know them? Don't know? 7 famous Satyavesa avatars. Number 1, Vaikunthastha Sesa. Sesa in Vaikuntha. He is so 7 Shakti avatar. He is the incarnation of service attitude. Number 2 is Ananta in Padhar. His Bhudharana Shakti, who was carried this world on his head. Number 3 is Lord Brahma. Brahma is also a Gunavatar. Brahma is also Satyavesa avatar. Brahma is Srujani Shakti, Srishti Shakti avatar. His incarnation of creative energy. Number 4, Chatusana, 4 Kumaras. They are Jnana Shakti avatar. They are incarnations of the energy of knowledge. Number 5 is Narada, is Bhakti Shakti avatar. Narada is an incarnation of Bhakti Shakti, energy of devotional service. Number 6 is Pruthu. We are just reading about him. Pruthu Palan Shakti avatar. Palan Shakti, energy of maintenance of the citizens. Praja Palan Shakti, this is known as Praja Palan Shakti. You have to maintain the citizens, prajas, ideal. That's the incarnation. Pruthu Maharaj. Number 7 is Parshurama. He is a Dushta Damana Shakti avatar, who subdued the dustas, the wicked, the rascals, badmas. The 7, the most famous Shakti avatar. And here, the professional reciters praise about Pruthu Maharaj. First says, Matru Bhakti Parastri Suhu. The king will respect all women as if they were his own mother. This is the symptom of a learned person. Vidwan. Vidwan means learned person. Chanakya Pandit has his principles, ethical principles. Matruvat paradaresu, lustravat paradrabyesu, atmavat sarvabhutesu. That is, Chanakya Pandit has said, a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother. Matruvat paradaresu, lustravat paradrabyesu. He looks on others' property as garbage in the street. Atmavat sarvabhutesu, and treats others as he would treat his own self. This is the symptom of a learned person as described by Chanakya Pandit. A Vidwan, a learned person. Who is a learned person? And what is Vidya? This question arises. Was on Vidya education? Our Guru Maharaj says, this should be the standard for education. Education doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. So, what is Vidya? What is education? One should know. And who is Vidwan? Who is really Vidwan? Do you follow me? Is there any difficulty in following me? No? Huh? Is all right? I will say many Sanskrit words. And I think you should understand it. You understand? Because you should learn those words, those things. This is in Sanskrit. So, what is Vidya? What is education? One should know. The education that is being imparted nowadays in schools, colleges and universities, it cannot be treated as education or Vidya. No. They say, the so-called people, they say it is Vidya, but it's not Vidya. It is avidya. It is avidya, Jada Vidya. Material education is known as Jada Vidya or avidya. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Jada Vidya jato mayar boibhavo tomar bhajoni badha. मोह जन्म जन्माया अनित्य संसारे जीव को कराए गाधा. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, famous Vaishnava Acharya, in this line, in Parampara, Chaitanya Parampara, he says, he is a real Vidwa. जड़ विद्या जो तो मायार वैभव तुम्हार भोजनी बाधा मोह जन माया अनित्य संसारे जीव को कराएगा आधा. By getting this education, material education, you can see how the people are becoming Gadha. Ass. Ass is an animal of very, very low consciousness. Ass only knows two things. He only knows two things. How to fill his belly, how to enjoy sexual life, these two things. Therefore he toils very hard, day and night. Similarly, we find nowadays, by getting this education, the people are becoming like asses. Only two things. They cannot know what is the real purpose of the life. जड़ विद्या जो तो मायार वैभव तुम्हार भोजनी बाधा. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, is मायार वैभव. It is manifestation of Maya Shakti, Maya. It creates hindrance in Krishna bhajan. जड़ विद्या जो तो मायार वैभव तुम्हार भोजने बाधा मोह जन माया अनित्य संसारे जीव को कराए गाधा. It creates delusion or illusion, attachment towards this temporary material world. This is the result of this vidya, jada vidya, material education. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, but what is real vidya? One should know. Those who have acquired real vidya, real education, they do Hari Bhajan. They do Krishna Bhajan. That means they are the devotees. Those who acquire this vidya, jad vidya, material education, they have forgotten Krishna, the Supreme Lord. They think this body, the self, everything, and they have forgotten Krishna. They are always trying how to fulfill the needs of the body, like us. And they are very puffed up, having these university degrees. They are not sober by nature. They have no humility. That is the result of this jada vidya, material education. But those who have acquired real vidya, real education, they are sober by nature. They are very humble. In Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find Keshav Kashmiri's Upakhyan. Keshav Kashmir was a great learned Pandit, was acquired Jad Vidya. So he was so puffed up, was traveling throughout the world and just calling, challenging the so-called Vidwanas to make Shastra Jukti with him, and he was defeating the so-called Vidwanas, Pandits of those days. He was a devotee. He had been favored by Saraswati Devi. Jada Saraswati. Those who want to be very, very expert in this Jada Vidya, they generally worship Saraswati to get her favor. So he had got the favor of Saraswati. He was very famous. All were very afraid when the pandits, so-called pandits, hear his name. All were afraid. Once he came to Nadia. There were many pandits, learned scholars in Nadia at that time. So they were afraid, though he will defeat us. So they just planned, all right, send him to Nimai Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was known, Nimai Pandit, in Nadia, in his Purvasrama. He was also a Pandit. But is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who knows everything, is the real source of real Vidya. Because they thought Nimai Pandit was young, we are very old. If Nimai Pandit would be defeated, then we may say, oh, he is a child, young man, you defeat him. Then another chance may come to us. In this way, they planned and sent that case of Kashmir to Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit was sitting beside the Ganges Bhagirathi with his students. When case of Kashmir came, he gave him respect and said, you Pandit Mahasaya, all right, you please glorify Ganges, will listen to you. Then he uttered many verses extempore, because he had got the mercy of Saraswati Devi. All were astounded, hearing his recitations. But when he finished, Nimai Pandit, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just picked up a verse, he recited, and found out the defects in that verse. This is the first time. For the first time he was defeated. He had never been defeated. So he was struck wonder. How is it that he could recite the verse correctly? I had recited. Because he had recited extempore, he has never recited anything from any Shastra. He didn't know that Nimai Pandit is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Is there anything impossible on the part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Nothing impossible. So, his pride is shattered. He was so puffed up, now his pride is shattered. Then Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, says, oh Pandit Mahasaya, you should know, Seise Vidyar Phalo Jano Nishchoy. Krishna Pad Padme Jadi Chita Vritti Roy. You must know this thing. He taught him a good lesson. Oh Pandit Mahasaya, you should know, Seise Vidyar Phalo Jano Nishchoy. Krishna Pad Padme Jadi Chita Vritti Roy. That is the result of education, real education. If Krishna Pada Padme Chita Vritti, if your mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, then that is the real result of Vidya. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said, Sa Vidya Tanmatir Jaya Tat Karma Haritosang Sa Vidya Tanmatir Jaya. What is Vidya? Tatkarma haritosang sa vidya tanmati jaya. This is the result of vidya, education, tanmati. The person who has acquired this vidya, his mind will be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. And he would act accordingly. Tat karma haritosang. He would act accordingly for the satisfaction of Lord Hari. He would never act for the satisfaction of his own body. That is vidya, the result of vidya. While Mahaprabhu met Ramananda Rai, he also asked Ramananda Rai, Vidya madhye kon vidya sar? Asked this question to Ramananda Rai. Ramananda Rai answered, Krishna bhakti vina vidya nahi yaar. So, Krishna bhakti vina vidya nahi. Vidya madhye kon vidya sar? Which is the best education? Krishna bhakti vina vidya nahi yaar. Krishna bhakti is the best of education. Ramananda Rai answered. So, this is the real vidya. The one who is real vidwan, alone, his mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna and he is always engaged in devotional service for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is vidwan. So, a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother, looks on others' property as garbage in the street, and treats others as he would treat his own self. Yes. Automatically this will come out. One is a devotee, one has acquired real education, one knows Krishna, he sees Krishna everywhere. Prahlad Maharaj, a great devotee, he says, Ekanta bhaktir govinde jatat sarvatra tadikshanam. Ekanta bhaktir govinde jatat sarvatra tadikshanam. Who is a real devotee, Ekantika bhakto, a knowledge devotee, complete surrendered soul, pure devotee, he sees Lord everywhere. He saw the Lord on the pillar. Whereas his father, Hiranyakashipu, couldn't see. So when he sees the other women, Matruvat Paradharesu, he treats all women as his mother. He never see woman, Stri, Josit. The word Josit, Sanskrit word, for woman is Josit. The very word signifies that if you just look at a woman, if your eye falls on a woman, immediately sense of enjoyment comes up. Oh, she is an object of enjoyment. I'll enjoy her. The very word Josit signifies this thing. Sanskrit word for woman is Josit. But a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother. But one who is a learned man will never develop such attitude. He knows. Those are not learned, they will develop such attitude. By seeing a woman, this attitude develops. An object of enjoyment. Even if one's own wife, one should know, she is not the object of enjoyment also. Because learned man never treats his wife as mother, that's a fact. But learned man should treat the real learned, a devotee, should not treat his wife also as an object of enjoyment. Because Krishna is the only enjoyer. Angi sarva jagyanang bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Krishna said this thing repeatedly. Am bhokta. Angi sarva jagyanang bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I am bhokta. I am the enjoyer. I am Prabhu. I am the master. Bhoktaram jagatapasang sarvaloka maheswaram. Upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheswara. Repeatedly. You will find in Bhagavad Gita how Krishna said, I am bhokta. I am the enjoyer. Huh? So, Krishna is the enjoyer. Krishna is Kanto. He says, oh, these are Brahman, you should know. Am Bhakta Parajina. I am subordinate to my devotee. I have no swatantriya. I have no superiority. You see, sadhu vigrasta hrudera bhaktir bhakta janapriya. That sadhu, that devotee has occupied my heart. Sadhu vigrasta hrudera bhaktir bhakta janapriya. Sadhava hrudaya mayham. Sadhunang hrudetu aham. Madanyatena jananti nantebhyo managapi. So many nice. Sadhava hrudaya mayham. Sadhunang hrudetu aham. That sadhu is my heart. Sadhava hrudaya mayham. Sadhunang hrudetu aham. I am the heart of the sadhu. Sadhu is my heart. I am the heart. Madanyatena jananti naham tebhyo managapi. They don't know anything but me, except me. Madanyatena jananti naham tebhyo managapi. I don't know anything except my dear people. This is the statement of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna himself gives the superior position. The devotee, what to speak of the king, who is representative of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, King Karo Brahmavadinam. Therefore, he thinks most obedient servant of the devotees. They are fools. Those who want to be equal with the Lord, to be one with God, they are fools. You see? Krishna samya hoite hoy bhakta pada bada. Chaitanya Charitamrita says. You know this? Huh? You know? You read Chaitanya Charitamrita? Huh? Krishna samya hoite hoy bhakta pada bada. To be equal with the Krishna is not as great as Bhakta. Bhakta pada bada. The position of the Bhakta is greater. You see. That is it. Therefore, Prithu Maharaj says, this is the quality of Prithu Maharaj. King Karo Brahmavadina. I am the servant of the devotees who always preach the glory of God. So, the state should always serve the devotees of the Lord, and the ideal state should conduct itself according to the instruction of the devotee, because King Prithu followed the principle is highly praised. This is the ideal state, this ideal kingdom, an ideal king. This standard of education also take lessons from Srimad Bhagavatam. कृष्णे स्वधाम पगते धर्म ज्ञानादिभिः सह कलौ नष्ट दृशां एष पुराणर्कोऽधुनोदितः. First canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says this thing. Krishne Swadhama Pagati Dharma Jnanadivi Saha Kalau Nasta Dusangesa Puranarkodhunodita. Prior to this says a Kali, there was Dwaparju. There is a Dwapar. In that Dwaparju, Krishna himself had come to this material world. But when he opened up his Leela and went to his Swadham, he took everything. Dharma Jnana Divi. Krishna Swadhama Pagati Dharma Jnana Divi Saha. He took everything with him. Dharma and Jnana. Knowledge. Then, after Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga comes. Kalau Nastadru Sangesa Puranar Kodhunodita. Then question is put. It's 6 questions. They're put in Naimisaranya. Sutta Goswami. The Sutta Goswami answers this thing. Kalau Nastadru Sangesa Puranar Kodhunodita. In the age of Kali, people are like blind because they have no Gyan. Gyan Chakya. Or Jnana Andhoka. Or Jnana is treated as Andhoka, darkness. Jnana is treated as light. Jnana Chakya. They have no Jnana Chakya. Kalau Nasta Dusam, they have lost this eye. Jnana Chakya. So, for they, what is there? So, for the people of Kali, how can they get Jnana? Then Sutta Goswami says, Kalau Nastadu Sangesa Purana Kodhunodito. Now this Purana or Ko means son. Bhagavata Mahapurana. It is as brilliant as the sun, effulgent sun. You should take lesson from this Bhagavata Mahapurana. All should take lesson. And this should spread throughout the world. This should be standard of education. And those who are devotees, they travel throughout the world and preach this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavata Mahapurana. That real education is imparted. They should take lessons, otherwise you are a blind man. This is the thing. Therefore, Puthi Charitra is here. And this is the ideal state, ideal king. And standard of education with the state aid. Thank you very much. Is there any question? Is there any question? Because these are the topics here, therefore I spoke on that very topic. Isn't it? You all understand it? You all explained? Yeah? Yes. They are Jiva Tattva. Yes. Saktave Savatars are Jiva Tattva. Yes. That's right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Matru Bhakti, my Guru Maharaj says, as respectful as one is to his mother. Thus he explains, a learned man treats all women except his wife as mother. That's Matru Bhakti. A learned person pays respect to all women except his wife. Still, in Vaishnava philosophy we have also, I tell you, the devotee never treats his own wife also as his object of enjoyment. This is the Krishna is the enjoyer, and she has to give enjoyment to Krishna. I may tell one story regarding Gour Das Babaji Maharaj. You know Gour Das Babaji Maharaj? Gour Das Babaji. Yeah. Gour Das Babaji Maharaj had a follower named Shambhu Babu. Shambhu Babu. Shambhu Babu once came to have darshan of Gour Das Babaji Maharaj. So one of the devotees there, he introduced his said, Maharaj, Shambhu Babu has come and he is married. He has accepted wife. Then Gour Das Babaji Maharaj says, all right, bhalo hello. Shambhu Babu vivaha koro bhalo hello. Shambhu Babu has accepted a wife, yes, it's very good. But you should not treat your wife as your object of enjoyment. Krishna is the only enjoyer. You should treat like that. She is Vaishnavi. She is Vaishnavi. Do you understand? She is Vaishnavi. So, you should serve her. You should take her remnants. You see, Gour Das Babaji Maharaj says like that. This is Vaishnava philosophy. Tabo ichhamote indriyo charon. You see. Hrusikena Hrusikesa sevanam bhakti uchyate. We engage our senses for the pleasure of Hrusikesa. Do you understand? For the pleasure of Hrusikesa. Hrusikesa, you know, one of the name of the Supreme Lord, with the controller of the senses of the devotee is known as Hrishikesh. Hrusikena Hrusikesa sevanam bhakti uchyate. Tavo ichhamati indriyo charon. We must engage all our senses for the pleasure of Krishna, for Hrishikesha. So, one may think, how is it? But I have accepted the wife, I engage my genital for the enjoyment, how it is, that pleases Krishna. It is for my enjoyment. But the meaning is very deep. We never engage the senses for your you should never engage your senses for your own pleasure. Those who are husband and wives in this Vaishnava line, this line of Mahaprabhu, they engage their sense genital for procreating Krishna Bhakta, devotees of Krishna. That is Krishna's pleasure. That is Krishna's pleasure. You understand? That is. Therefore, devotee never thinks his wife also as the object of enjoyment. What to speak of others? So Gour Das Babaji says, she is Vaishnavi. You should serve her. You should take her remnants. You see? You understand? All right. Thank you.